firstly, thank you all who have been reaching out and checking on us. And I was transiting from Bangalore, where I train and live full time now, to Birmingham in the UK to compete the All England Championships. And once our flight landed in Dubai, events beyond our control began to unfold. And shortly after, the airspace also was shut down. And the last few hours have been extremely tense. We could hear the sounds of interceptions overhead, and a few hours later there was explosion very close to where we were holed up at Dubai airport. My coach was barely about 100 meters away where it happened, and had to quickly move out of the area. Experiencing something like this in such close quarters is truly it truly shakes the very foundation you're built on. And you never expect these things to happen to you or anyone close to you, but sometimes situations are beyond your control, what they do. So I feel incredibly blessed to have such a strong and united team around me, and everyone had stayed calm, supported one another, and shown real strength during a very frightening situation. And currently we are safe now and have been moved to a more secure place. I'm deeply grateful to the Dubai authorities and the staff at Dubai airport also, who's been incredibly and tireless in ensuring everyone's safety. We're also truly grateful to Emirates and the airport staff for being incredibly kind and supportive with so many passengers stranded. Their hands were understandably tied, but they showed genuine empathy and care towards everyone going through this difficult experience. And I would also like to sincerely thank the Indian High Commission in Dubai for their extraordinary support. And when I reached out requesting assistance, the High Commissioner immediately responded, and on high super priority notice deployed his team to help us. They have been incredibly supportive, not just to me but to everyone stranded here, ensuring safety, coordination, and constant communication during a very difficult time. And anyone currently stuck or needing assistance is encouraged to reach out using the official helpline numbers shared by the High Commission. And of course, we are truly blessed to have such a sensitized and incredible team looking out for Indian citizens here. And for now, we're trying to get some rest and remain hopeful as the situation continues to unfold. So thank you all for your prayers, messages, and concern. Well, it truly means a lot to all of us. And stay safe.
I want to go across to Shivani, who's spoken to PV Sindhu. She's been stuck there for the last 24 hours en route to a tournament, as you heard her say a moment ago, in Birmingham. Shivani, what is the latest? Will she be able to make it for that tournament? Of course, we've been talking about the number of Indian expats who live and work in the Middle East. But specifically in the case of PV Sindhu, what are you hearing? Have there been conversations with the Indian government? Does the Indian government plan to evacuate some of these individuals from these areas, from these regions?
So what we know right now, Zaka, is that they are safe. As you could see in the video, they are in a hotel right now. And the current situation is that the team is safe. They have been helped by the Dubai airport authorities, the Dubai authorities, but also, of course, the consulate services there. Sindhu thanking them for the effort that has been made, because they were at the airport transiting to Birmingham for the All England Championship when actually their flight had landed first in Dubai. And I think they were going to take on a connecting one to later. And then that's when the airspace is closed. Initially, they could hear a lot of sounds above, but then there was very close to where they were at the Dubai airport, an explosion as well. And we have been bringing those visuals of the one strike that has taken place close to the airport or in the airport compound. So we, currently across the sports world, there is a lot of uncertainty. We don't know exactly when this airspace will open and when they can proceed further, or will they have to come back to India? Would the Indian government would have to be involved? I think tournaments will also look at maybe re-looking at some of their tournament dates. They might be pushed back a little bit, because this is not just a scenario for an Indian team traveling. There would have been teams participants from many countries traveling to this particular tournament, but also other tournaments that will start or are going on across the world. We do know, for example, that ICC, which is headquartered in Dubai, is also looking at what their staff is going to do, many of whom are in India currently for the World Cup, etc. So situation is very dynamic, but priority is safety currently in Dubai while they're holed up in Dubai, and then we wait and see when the airspace opens up.
All right, Shivani, many thanks for that.